I sort of oversee the artistic design, look and feel, and I also do a lot of art myself for our digital board games, which are super cool. And yeah, we also do a game you might have heard of called Evolution, and we do Evolution Climate. So those two games.
We loved that game.
Yeah, you guys did our games. I watched those streams. It was pretty cool. And we also do party games. So Happy Salmon, Wits and Wagers, Say Anything. Those are some super cool games that we do as well. So yeah, I'm here to teach you guys how to play Warsaw. So Warsaw is a game we picked up and decided to publish for English-speaking audience. It is a really cool, streamlined tile drafting game. If you guys like Suburbia, if you like Seven Wonders, those types of mechanics, you're gonna see a little bit of that
awesome.
in Warsaw.
That sounds really cool. Mm-hmm. So we have one more exciting thing that we want to talk about really quick. But first, hello, Reld, Kit, Goofy. I see you all in chat. Thank you, Goofy, for wishing us luck. Yes, it's very hard to write a teleprompt for a game that just came out. And yes, Reld was actually the winner of our Climate Evolution giveaway, which North Star generously provided to us, which is the perfect segue into our big announcement, which is that we will be giving away a free copy of this game tonight. Yes, that's very, very incredibly exciting. Bree and the rest of North Star, thank you so much for generously agreeing to do that. So for those of you who've never done a giveaway on the channel, the way that works is you accumulate tilts by watching the stream. You can already see some people using the command to check how many they have, and you'll be able to use those later on in the stream to buy tickets. One tilt buys one ticket, and you can buy up to 25 tickets. And then at the end of the stream, we will select one lucky winner to get the game, and then you'll just send us an address that we can mail it to, and we'll get that sent out to you. So we're gonna go ahead and open the giveaway a little bit later on in the stream, but if you wanna know more about how that works, just type !giveaway in the chat. So I'm actually not going to be playing tonight because I'm producing, so I'm gonna duck out of the camera here and leave it to Bree to start telling us how to play this game.
All right, good stuff.
Awkward roll away.
Off camera. Okay, so the way I like to start with teaching this game is I like to explain what it's all about and what the win condition is. Okay, so this game is all about the history of Warsaw. So what we have here are 6 epics, and we're going to be going through each epic, and we're going to be drafting tiles, and we're going to start in the 1600s, so post-medieval times, all the way up through modern day. All right, so you're going to see the buildings change as times move on, and we're also going to go through World War I and World War II. The object of the game is to get the most points at the end of the income phase on Epic 6, okay? So as we go around and draft tiles, we're gonna place them face down in front of us, and then we're gonna pass to the left, and we alternate, so in Age 2 or Epic 2, we're gonna be passing to the right, and then to the left, and the right, and so on. So we're all gonna start with 4 tiles. Since this is a 3-player game, we're gonna have a few less tiles to start with, or there's gonna be a few tiles left. And so you take your tile, you decide which one you want, you're going to place it face down in front of you, like so. And when everybody has decided the tile that they want to draft, you're going to turn it over, and you can do 2 things. You can either discard your tile for 3 money, or you can build it, and you build it for the cost right here on the tile, okay? So as we're building these districts, you're going to see there's a number of different colored buildings here, and these all correspond to your little scoring charts. And I'm going to go through the colors here. So we've got red, which is residential, yellow, which is commercial, green, which are parks, blue is industrial, and then we've got these with the white stripe on the bottom. These are public buildings. And then, let's see, do I have any buses? Yes, right here we've got buses, and those also score for you. So if you look up here, we've got some additional cards that have white stripes on the bottom, and these ones are called our milestones. So if you've ever played Splendor and you know what nobles are, it kind of works like that. So whoever meets the condition on the tile will win that tile at the end of the epic. And that tile, you get to immediately build it and add it to your district, and it gives you benefits. So I'll just go through the tiles quickly here so that we know. Each of these tiles corresponds with the epic. So we've got Vilanov Palace, which gives you just 2 money off the top at the end of scoring. And this one is for the most areas. So areas are defined by the colors. So let's just take a small example here. So if this were my city, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 areas. All right. Now, if we were to have the cards aligned like this, we would have a few less areas because the red now merges together. So now that's just 1 area. So you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So the person with the most areas is going to win this, and then you can automatically build that into your district, and then you score. So this one is the most cultural buildings. That's the purple buildings. This one, Namiasnikovsky Palace, is for the most public buildings. So the gray icon here corresponds to these buildings. And then we've got the WZ route. That's for the most overbuilt tiles. Now, overbuilt tiles, this is kind of cool. I really like this aspect of the game. So let me just grab a tile here. So if I'm building in my district and I build on top of another tile, I get to build it for the difference. Okay, so if I build this 6 cost tile on top of a 3, it now only costs me 3 to build, which is really cool. And the reason why this is useful is because you guys are going to be limited to building within a grid of 12. So 4 by 3 or 3 by 4. Now, when we score these tiles, at the end of each age, we're going to go through this little cheat sheet right here, and we score. To start with, we score 1 park, so you get to choose 1 park in your whole district, and you get to get 1 VP for every red adjacent. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 parks to choose from. The one that's going to score me the most points right now is going to be this park right here. So I would get 1, 2, 3 VP out of that. Okay. The next thing we score are our cultural buildings. Those are purple, and you just get the VPs that's printed right on the building. So I would score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next,
and that would
we
be
go
for each epic.
Yes, that would be at the end of each epic we do our scoring. Then we're going to be scoring our commercial zones. Okay, so commercial zones are the yellow zones, and we score 1 point for every red building adjacent to it. So right here, I would have 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, or sorry, not points, I should say money. 4 money, 5 money, and yeah, that's how this works. You basically, very thematic for city building, you want lots of houses of people next to your commercial areas so people
And just
can
to
go
clarify,
shop.
this entire area counts as 1 point for this orange building, right?
Yes, it does. Yeah, so all of these reds right here would be merged together. So one of the things that people like to just instinctively do is they just want to merge all the colors up together because it just looks good, it feels good, like you want to match that up. But that's not exactly the optimal strategy for the game. You really want to take a look at these tiles and make sure that you're arranging your tiles in a way that's going to get you the most points. So sometimes you might want to change things around a bit. So, well, you can't change it around mid-game, but I'm just going to show you here as an example. So this would get me more points because now I've got more red residential areas touching the yellow. So this would get me like my 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, maybe it's less. There.
5 points.
That would probably net me better points. So yeah, the thing about placing the tiles is once you place, you can place them in any direction that you want, but once they're placed, they're placed. There's no like moving around or turning. So you really have to think about how you're going to put your tiles down and how you're going to have, you know, your areas that get you the most. And I keep saying points, but it's money. It's money. Commercial areas are money. The next thing that we go through scoring is going to be your industrial areas. So those are your blue spots, and you just get money right off the top, like what's printed there. However, if your industrial areas are built next to a residential area, you're going to lose 1 VP for every red residential area touching industry. So you really don't, you want to build your industry maybe on the outskirts of town or away from the red stuff, so that might be the more optimal
Like
build.
you would in real life.
Like you would in real life, yes, absolutely. The last thing that we score is going to be public buildings. And so with these public buildings, you just do what's on the card. It's pretty simple. Some public buildings don't give you scoring at the end. Some of them have just abilities that happen as you play. For example, this one, whenever you discard a tile, you gain 5 money instead of 3. So yeah, this one wouldn't really get you anything at the end of the H. So
That's
that
roots.
is, yes, thank you, bus routes. This is helpful. You're teaching me. No, so yeah, bus routes, we score 2 victory points for every 2 or more buses that you have in your route. So if you had 1 bus, you would score nothing. So if you had 2 buses, you would score 4. However, they can't be adjacent because you need your bus route to go somewhere. So this right here would net me 4 points, all right? And I think that just about covers the basics.
I have a question.
Yes,
Do
please.
these count as public buildings?
They sure do.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. If it's got the white stripe along the bottom, it's a public building.
Okay.
Now there's one more thing I want to go over. If you take a look on the other side of your scoring cheat sheet, so remember when I was telling you about commercial areas scoring you money for every red adjacent building? It scores on a curve. So so if you have 4 more red residential areas touching, then it's going to net you 5 points. You have 5 red areas, it nets you 7 points, 6, and so on. So just keep that in mind. There's also these little icons in here if you don't know what it is. So we've got cost, income, transport, and victory points. Super easy. And I think we are about ready to go. If you want to choose a color, you guys can. We don't need one of these. You want to pick
I'll take-
Cynthia?
I like red.
You like red?
Take blue, I guess.
Take blue. Alright, there you go. And
So
I will
these
take
look like
white.
mer people with a bag?
Yes, that's absolutely what they are.
Wait, seriously, it's a bag?
No. They're mer people, but they've got a sword and a shield. So I thought,
Shield.
yeah. So
I
this
thought
is
they had like a little knapsack on.
this is really cool. And this is a cool little factoid about Warsaw that I didn't know. The mermaid is sort of the coat of arms or the symbol of the city. This goes back to, I believe, the 1400s. There's like a legend of these 2 mermaid sisters where one sister swam to Copenhagen and another sister remained in Warsaw. And she was captured by greedy merchants. And a fisherman freed her. And in return for being freed by this fisherman, she agreed to protect Warsaw. And that's why she's got the sword and the shield. And you can see this today on the city coat of arms and on like emblems and carvings and all sorts of things. So I think that's a cool little bit of flavor.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
About the city.
That's a nice touch instead of just having like random meeples.
Yeah. No, I think it's really cool. So a little bit about these ages. As I said, we start in the 1600s and we go all the way through to modern age. But in the 3rd epic, we're going to be encountering World War I. So what that means is at the end of the 3rd epic, after we've done all of our drafting and all of our building, we're going to have to destroy one of our tiles.
Ooh.
Bless you. Yes.
Tough choices.
Yeah, tough choices. So I'll warn you guys before we start the 3rd epic when you guys are drafting and building so that you know to plan around that. And you're probably going to have to plan to sacrifice one of them. And then at the end of the 4th epic, you're going to have to destroy 2 tiles for World War II. Okay? And
Thank
a
God
little
there's
bit
no
about...
World War III.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Expansion.
Expand.
Oh, no.
That's dark.
We're not. Let's not. Okay, sorry. Let's
Yeah.
not think about that.
So a little bit about tile destruction. Basically, when you're destroying your tiles, you have to destroy them in a legal way. So when you're destroying a tile, you have to make sure that every tile has one of its orthogonal sides touching. So this would be a legal way of destroying a tile, but I'll do my little example here. If this was what my city looked like, I could not destroy that tile. Because this one would be hanging off, it would have no flat touching sides. So all tiles must have flat touching sides. And if we were in World War II and I decided to destroy that, that would not be a legal move because even though we have all flat touching sides, your city is now fragmented.
Are
So-
you allowed to, if you just put that back for a sec, are you allowed to do this?
That's a really good question. I've never been asked that question before. I think that should be okay.
Because
Yeah.
they're still touching.
They're still
You
all
just have a
touching.
giant hole.
You're just
You
gonna
have a hole in
lose
the
a
center.
lot of points.
I mean,
Yeah.
in the last game that I played, we did have somebody who destroyed their center tile, and and I think that is a legal play. So yeah.
Nice.
Do we start off with any money, or are we really broke?
So
at the
everybody's
beginning?
gonna everybody's gonna start with 6 money. So
Thank you.
there we go.
Oh, you're giving us change already.
Makes it easier.
The smart way. Yeah.
All right. So I'll go over it just one more time quickly what you can do. So as we're drafting tiles, you put your tile face down and you just keep that to yourself. And then when everybody has decided, we reveal our tile and we can either discard it for 3 money or you can build it for the cost. All right. So you've got 6 money. In the first stage, a lot of these tiles are cheaper, so you can definitely build a little bit more. Like this one. This one's only 1, so you can build a bunch of tiles, but yeah, you might get to a point where you're gonna have to do some discarding to get income until you've built your little income generator here.
So for the
So-
drafting mechanism, is it like draw to pick one, or is it just the first one that you pick up?
So the way it's gonna work is I'm going to take the stack and I'm gonna give everybody 4 tiles. It's the same rules.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same rules no matter how many players you have, whether it's 2 to 4 players, everybody starts with 4 tiles.
Okay.
So in a 3-player game, we're gonna have 4 leftover tiles, and we'll just
Got it.
remove those from the game, and we don't know what those are. Okay? And so you're gonna look at the tiles you have, and you're gonna take a tile, place it face down, and we're gonna pass it to the left.
Okay, so the 4 in hand, pick one, pass around.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we reverse it. And so with the last tile, it will get passed to you. So for your
Oh.
yeah, so for your last tile, you're not gonna know what you're gonna get, and when you get it, it could be good surprise, or
Or maybe it's something you just
maybe
discard
something
for money.
you just discard for money. Yeah. All right. So as we go through these ages, you're going to see that things are going to get more expensive.
What's the most
Like a-
expensive tile on the board?
I want to say 12,
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds like a lot.
but if you build it on top of a 9, it's only 3. So yeah,
Seems
think
reasonable.
about that.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, and I had a little crash course on Polish. So if you ever want to know how to pronounce any of these like crazy names, I can
I can
bust that
pronounce
out for you.
this. Grand Theater.
Yay! All right, so let me put these back.
Great. So while you're getting us ready to start playing, first of all, Serenity Game Club, Table Titans, and Rome Boy, thank you so much for the hosts. And
Titans,
Thank
woo! Thank you.
Elspeth E, welcome to the table. Thank you so much for the follow.
Elspeth.
Yes. But really quick, we talked about the giveaway earlier. We are just about to open up the giveaway. So for those of you who were not here when we talked about it like 10 minutes ago,
Oh,
hey,
wow.
Alter Ipsiety. I'm just kidding.
Alteripsity.
Damn it, I was so close.
Yeah.
I think
Alteripsity.
it's a Greek word.
Yeah. Welcome to the table. Yes. So, exclamation point giveaway, as you see in chat, we'll explain most of it. But the TLDR for those of you who don't like reading is we're gonna open up the giveaway here in a sec as they get started playing, and you can buy up to 25 tickets with your tilts by typing exclamation point tickets and the number of tickets you want to buy. If you don't have 25 tilts yet, you'll earn more from watching the stream, and we won't pick a winner until the end of the stream. So you can buy some tickets now. You can buy some more later in the stream. No big deal. So stick around, keep watching, earn those tilts so you can take home a free copy of this brand new game that just came out a week ago, which is very, very exciting.
I would like to add that it has been out in Polish, so it has been out in Poland for a couple of years. I think it came out in 2016. So yeah, we are bringing this to the English-speaking market.
Woo!
Yeah,
It's very exciting.
yeah, it's a really cool game. I like this a lot. The more I play it, the more I appreciate it. Yes, exactly, Hero. It was called Capital, and we renamed it to Warsaw City of Ruins. Because capital in America could mean like 51
Money.
different things. It
Right.
could be a lot of things. And City of Ruins is a name that that Warsaw has gotten. I think I want to say there was like a really famous documentary, and you can look it up on YouTube. And
Netflix?
no, I don't think it's on Netflix, but yeah, it's on YouTube for sure. And it's called Warsaw City of Ruins, and it talks about how Warsaw got that name. But as we know, it did get destroyed quite a lot throughout all these wars.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of it's definitely a dark theme when you think about like what Warsaw has been through, but it's positive in the sense that you just keep rebuilding, and you're going to see as you build these tiles how the city it's resilient. The city changes, and you know, you start off with these old villages, and then you start getting like these modern bus routes and modern buildings, and yeah. So it's very thematic. And I'm ready to get going if you guys are.
Yes.
Great.
Alright, so
Why don't we
let's
open
play.
the giveaway then and get started?
All right. So the milestone that we're going to be going for, Vilanov Palace, that is for the most areas. So that is the separate colored areas. If it touches, that only counts as one.
Is this like the palace? It seems like there's multiple palaces. Is there something specific about like Vilanov Palace that we should know? Someone look it up on
actually don't
Wikipedia.
know. Yeah. So maybe we have somebody who knows a bit about Warsaw who can tell us. Okay, so you get 4 tiles.
And so we look at these and choose
4
one.
tiles. Yep, you take a look, choose one, and then we'll be passing left. These tiles are out of the game since we're a 3-player game.
What's like a good early game strategy?
Okay, so yeah, basically early game, we don't have industrial yet because we're in the Middle Ages, and we don't have buses. So a good strategy is to go for either putting a lot of red residential areas next to your starting park. Right now you have 1. Okay, so that's 1 VP. But if you draft a few more red areas, that can get you more. Getting yourself a little bit of an income engine is good, so you might want to draft some yellow to put next to your red. And then purple is just always good. It's VP, just straight VP, whatever's printed on the card.
Got it.
So when you've chosen, you just put your card face down. Okay, and now, yep, pass, but we're going to reveal now.
Oh, we reveal it right now. Oh.
Yep, so reveal your card, and you can choose to discard or build. So I'm going to build. So you just pay
You just pay it here.
Yep.
This was expensive, guys, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be so worth it.
Ooh,
Once I
that's a
figure
good
out how
one.
I want to build this thing.
Right.
I can't do like this, right?
No.
No, I don't want to do this.
Well, you could do that.
Well, no, not like that.
No, you have to, yeah.
Is that a good idea? Well, I'll open it up. Okay.
So this one goes to you, yes?
Yeah.
This one goes to me. All right. If you want tips as well, I'm always happy to help.
Okay. We reveal?
When Ian
hold
has
on.
chosen, then we'll reveal.
I'm trying to figure out if it makes more sense to go
Ooh,
for
he
like.
got Arsenal.
Oh.
Arsenal is pretty cool. It allows you to negate 1 building destruction every war.
Which is good early game.
Yeah,
Wow.
it is. But you can't use this building as your destroyed building.
Yeah. And it doesn't really do anything until we get to the 3rd epoch. But I wasn't going to discard it, so.
It's a pretty good building to have. All right, we ready to reveal?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to build it. Like that.
Oh wait, what if I? Okay.
So these ones go to you.
Oh no, what if you don't have enough money?
If you don't have enough money, you can always just choose one to discard. And then you'll have the option to build the one that I'm going to pass you.
I'm sad. Do we discard face up or face down?
Well, you have to select it and then discard. So I assume
yeah,
face
you
up.
would see.
Is there a discard pile? Or
I
do
like
you
to
just
discard
back
right
it
to
up?
here, so it's
Okay.
just easier to sort at the end.
Wow. All right. I apologize for this in advance.
There's no loans.
Okay, reveal.
Yeah.
I'm
Discard.
discarding
I'm discarding.
money.
For 3? Is it?
Yep, 3 money.
Okay.
3 money for you.
I really wanted that red. Last one.
Oh.
Oh.
So then we
This?
pass the.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So this is what you're.
Oh, sorry. Is there like value to having a larger park, really?
Well, you create more area with which you can put red against. You know, so like right now my park is super tiny and I'm kind of limited. So if I were to choose to build this right here, then I would have more surface area to put residential units on.
Got it.
Yeah. There is also a public building in here which gives you points for the lengthened tiles of your longest park. So yeah,
Okay.
there definitely there
There's,
can
like,
be
there are
benefits to making
reasons.
a larger park. And I think I am gonna build this one. I'm gonna go for the larger park.
I will build mine too.
I'll build mine as well.
I feel like I'm really poor. I feel very poor.
You won't feel poor soon, I promise. Okay, so after the last tile has been built, then we look to see who has met the condition of the most areas. So let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 areas. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we all have 4. Okay, so the way that tiebreakers work are the person who has the least amount of money. Not the most, but the least. So
2.
you've got 2.
Oh, I have 3.
All right, so
What?
that goes to you. So you
I
get
didn't know that, but
you get
it
to
was
immediately
strategy.
build it.
all right.
That's really nice.
And then once the milestone building has been built, then we can do scoring. So you can choose where you want to put it in your
Ian has
in
all
your
the
little
special
grid.
buildings. We must defeat Ian.
Yeah.
I was trying to keep. I don't know. I'm not in the shot. These are discarded or go back in the bank, right?
Yeah,
I
you
see.
can push up a little bit. I can move my money over here so that you can
Yeah,
get into the shop.
okay.
Cool. All right. So let's start with the scoring. So the first thing, we'll start with you, Cynthia. So you get to choose one park. You only have one for now, and you get a VP for every adjacent red. So right
There's
now you
only
get
one.
1 VP, so you can move your color forward 1.
Okay.
And then you get the VPs shown on the tile for your
That's
cultural.
1.
That's 1. Now for every commercial area adjacent to your residential, you get 1 money.
So
2.
1 and then 1.
Yep. And now we skip industrial and buses because that doesn't count. We're in Middle Ages. And then for public buildings, however, you don't have
I
any
don't
out.
have any.
All right, Ian. All right, so you're obviously going to score that park. So that would be
Yeah, I
one
can't reach
VP.
my scoring.
no problem. I can do that for you.
Um,
So you're going to get for your purple.
purple. I
Yep.
get 1. For each adjacent red, I get. So I have 1.
Yep. So there's
Yeah.
your 1 money.
Oh yeah.
And we skip industrial, skip buses, and then you would score this. So right here, you get 2 money off the top.
What?
Just from that. And Arsenal doesn't apply.
Doesn't do
Yep.
that. Cool.
So that is an epic, and then we just move on to the next one. So let me shuffle this up. So we're going to be going for Grand Theater. That is the most purple districts. If you win that milestone, you get 1 VP for every purple district adjacent to the Grand Theater. So think about that. If you are going purple and you're putting your purple, you might want to arrange them in such a way that you leave a little pocket to put the Grand Theater. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4.
Ooh. Ooh.
4.
Oh, do I? Oh, why?
Options.
No. No.
Ooh. I know what I'm going for.
I don't. What is the value of Veeps right now? Like, is there like a, I don't know, like a, this is what 1 VP is worth in dollars, kind of like ratio?
Well-
like how should you value a Veep, or how should you value dollars?
So money is pretty important. That's relying on discarding your tiles to get money is a good last resort if you're broke. but you really want to make sure that you have an income generator that is getting you money, every single turn. So if you can put down a building, like an industrial building, or you want to put down more yellow buildings next to your red to help you get monies, because every card that you discard is a potential card that you can't build. Yeah. So it's important, and victory points are always good. There's nothing bad about putting down a
money or points.
Yeah.
Points.
So we're gonna be passing to the right this time.
I'm passing to the right. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Any way to focus the face cam? Are we blurry?
We have a filter on. It's the new
That's
Twitch
the nice
filter.
greasy filter. Makes us look all like soft.
Softens our skin.
All right.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm building.
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 I feel
Oops.
perpetually cash
What?
poor in this game. Do I want to build like this?
I think I'm doing that. So that's 2. I think I'll build it this way. Yeah, I think definitely by the 4th epic. Here's your stack. By the 4th epic, you should
Feel
have yourself
less
a
poor.
good
Engine.
a good little district that's chugging out the money.
Ooh, what's this?
It's Travi! Hi! He's my former roommate and bestest friend in the world. Ooh. Ooh, that's expensive. Okay, maybe not.
Huh. Interesting. I'm curious as to whether there's kind of like a hate drafting mechanism.
Hate drafting is absolutely a strategy in this game. I can't tell you how many times I've been passed a tile and I'm just like, really? Yeah, and don't forget that you can do overbuilding. So you can if you don't have the money to put a tile down,
But
you
I
can put
only
it on
have-
top and
I
pay
only
the
have
difference.
$1.
Well, then you might have to discard.
I know.
Let's see.
And the max dimensions are 3 by 4.
3 by 4, 4 by 3. You can go horizontal or
Yeah.
vertical, but yeah, you can't exceed that. There is a card or a tile in the game that will allow you to go up to 4 by 4. So if that happens to be something that you're able to draft, that's a pretty cool card. All right, I think I've decided.
I think I have to do.
Why is a box on the screen?
My bad.
Branding.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, Liz, you are my BFF too. Or my BBF. What does BBF stand for? Beautiful best friend?
Yeah. Or typo.
Okay, are we ready to
Yeah.
build? Okay.
Discard.
Building.
Discard. I need money.
I'm out of money.
I need money. And then we pass to our right this time, right? Ooh,
Yes.
what did you build? That looks special.
So
no,
this
so
is
you built that earlier.
yeah, that was the previous one. I built the Royal Baths Park. It allows me to score 2 parks instead of only having to choose one.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
2.
All right.
Oh wait, I have no cards.
Oh,
Go.
sorry.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay. That one's gonna go to you. Yes. Yes. Okay, so BBF means bestest best friend. Am I allowed to have multiple? I think I can. Yes.
How do I want to do this?
Yeah, analysis paralysis is real in this game because you start thinking about like where you're gonna put your tile, and you're like, oh, if I put it here, you know, I'm gonna like lose a point from this, but I'll gain an extra point from that.
All right.
Yeah, you can really start like. All right, you ready to reveal?
Yeah.
Okay, I am
I'm
discarding
discarding.
for money.
You're building.
Okay, so that is my tile. This is your finishing tile,
Thank
and
you.
this is yours. Ooh, maybe I will
Do you want
build.
to build this?
I think I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna build it.
Gonna build.
Okay.
Sorry, trying to decide if I want to replace my park.
Oh, like what direction you're gonna place it?
Well, if I want to even. Do I? Yeah, I think I'm good. Discard.
All right.
Taking the money.
Okay, so we're scoring for the Grand Theater milestone. So the person with the most
Pretty sure
purple,
that's Ian.
that's definitely Ian. So you get to
Ian's just
immediately build
right.
that.
Picking it up.
All right, good stuff. So now we go through scoring. All right, so Cynthia, choose a park. You
I
have
have
one
one.
park. Every adjacent red, so that's going to be 2 VP.
Points.
All right, 1 point for your purple. Now for your money, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
6, right? Because so this one has 2.
Yep,
This one has 3.
yep.
This one has 1. 6.
There you go. Good stuff.
Yes, money.
Money, 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 money. Okay, and then obviously no industrial, no buses,
Nope.
no public buildings. All right, Ian, choose park. Looks like they're both the same. Either park is going to get you 2
Two.
VP. So.
Yeah, that one.
So, he's blue, right?
Yep. All right, and now your purple, which is
Purple, 2.
Nice.
all right. Your money gets you 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Or I should say your commercial. And no bus, no industrial, and then we move on to public buildings. So you get 2 money off the top just for Violenov Palace.
Yeah.
We don't count Arsenal, and
If
then
we
you get.
adjacent, I get 1 VP.
All right, so you get 1 more. Alrighty, and then for me, so did we not score me last round? Oh my god, we skipped me.
Oh my god! Ah! Okay, how do we retro this?
Rigged.
Well,
How do we do
just
this?
which tiles did you build
Which
in
tiles
this
do we
round?
place this round?
This one, this one, this one.
Okay, so let's
So you can
ignore
just,
those
like-
3 tiles for a sec.
Boop.
Okay, so let's score you first. The green.
Yep. So the green would have gotten me 2. 1, 2. This is very real. This is how you know it's not scripted. No purple. The yellow would have gotten me 1.
Oh, that would have been relevant for you, because you could have used that money for something.
Definitely. And then no public buildings. Okay. All right, so I'm choosing both parks. I get to score them because I have Royal Baths Park. It allows me to score 2 parks. So 1 VP, 2 VP, 3 VP.
Nice.
Thank you very much. No purple zones, and then for my yellow, I get 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 money, and then skip the rest. Public buildings, I already counted that, so that's us. We are done, ready to move on to the 3rd epic. So this is when World War I is going to happen. All right, yeah. So at the end of this, you're going to
Because I have Arsenal.
have to, yeah. This is not going to affect you at all, but we're going to have to destroy one of our tiles.
That's very sad.
Yes, so give it a quick shuffle up here. Although they are pre-shuffled, I just want to make sure.
They're extra shuffled.
Yep.
Thank you. Ooh.
Okay.
Whoa. I don't know what these even mean.
All right. Well, if you ever don't know what one of them means, I can help you out.
Let me think about this. So in this round, it's gonna be the most
Yes.
special buildings. So I think Ian's way ahead on that one, right? Public buildings.
Yeah, most public buildings. Ian is definitely way ahead on that.
way.
And yeah, this one is, I love this name, Namiasnikovsky Palace. And when you get this milestone, for every public building adjacent to it, you get 1 VP. So it's really good. And I have 1 public building, so I would have to draft.
You'd have to draft all.
I would
the
have to
public
draft all the public
buildings.
buildings and have less money than Ian to even have a chance at getting that.
I don't think I have a shot at all. I think Ian's just got.
I think he's just got this one.
And then this round, it looks like we're starting to get like these like industrial things.
Yeah, so we're moving into the World War I era. The buildings are changing on the tile art, and we now have bus routes and industry that you're gonna see, and we are passing left.
Can you explain what these are?
Yeah, so basically you get to exchange at the end in the income phase, you can exchange this for this. So you can exchange money for VP, or you can exchange VP for money. So you can go down by 2 to get 6 money if you need it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're passing left.
Yes.
All right. Select that. And I'll pass.
Yeah.
All right, so reveal. I'm gonna build.
Building.
3. Gonna build this. So these are gonna be yours. These are gonna be. And these are what you're passing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
This is tough.
We're still passing left?
Yep.
Hello. Hi, Travuel.
Okay.
Is who just like is just
Sorry.
a greeting?
Wait,
Yes.
left.
Left.
Yeah.
Okay, reveal.
Reveal. Build, build, build.
Building.
I'm just starting for money. Okay. Now I'm taking this. Ooh. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh,
Good stuff.
sorry.
Oh, sorry. Everything's so expensive.
Yeah.
Things just get more and more expensive in this game.
I know what I'm doing. Okay. Alhambra. Ooh. Overbuilding will happen.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really cool game. The more I play it, the more I appreciate it, for sure. All right, ready? Okay. I'm
Discarding.
overbuilding, so I get to build this for 2.
Oh wait, overbuilding. I forget. Wait. Do I want to overbuild? No, I don't.
No.
I'm gonna take the money.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the money.
All right, is this the one that's getting passed?
I
Yeah.
totally forgot about the over.
I
This is
discarded
no.
on
Yeah,
the
sorry.
wrong
This is your.
path.
I
Goes
totally
to
forgot about
you.
the overbuilding mechanism,
Yeah.
but that's important. That is important.
I don't know that I want to do this. Maybe I want to discard. How much money am I gonna get?
We're going to have to destroy
2.
something at the end of this round, aren't we?
We sure are. Yeah, I've definitely. I know. You could maybe destroy.
Yeah. I might just.
That
I'll
one.
probably destroy the park.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm building this.
I'm discarding this.
I am. Oh, I only scored one anyway. Yeah, so I'm gonna overbuild a 4 on a 2. So 2.
Okay.
All right. So I believe you are the lucky winner.
Yeah.
And I have a nice
And you have like
spot
a nice
for
little
it.
spot for it
That's-
too. Whoa. Okay, here's my city.
All right. Everybody can see everything. Okay. Cool. All right. So let's do scoring. Cynthia.
I only have one park. Oh wait,
Okay.
and
You get two?
destruction happens after the.
Oh no, sorry.
Destruction happens now.
Yes. So I'm gonna destroy that.
Yeah, I'm destroying this park. Sorry, park.
All right. Now we can
Park's
score.
gotta go.
You
Well,
still
I only
get,
have one park.
You still get your.
I
Yep.
get my one.
That's your one. And then your purple
Mm-hmm.
gets you two.
What?
Just bring the rest.
Oh, okay.
And then for each yellow, I get one coin. So
Mhm.
this one's 1, 2, 3,
Yep.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Correct. There you go.
I'm making it the joke.
Oh, you want the 5. You want the
Oh,
5.
no,
there
it's
you
fine.
go.
It's 7, right?
There you go. All
Okay.
right. Now blue buildings. You just get the money printed.
7.
You get 7. Okay. Do you feel less poor now?
I feel much less poor now.
Okay. Good. Buses. All right. So
I
how
have
many buses?
one bus but no route.
So you don't score yet. Public buildings, none. All right, Ian.
Okay, so
Ian's got a fully built out city. My city is kind of empty.
this park, I guess, scores the most, right?
Yep. It scores 2.
2.
1, 2. And then your purple.
Purples 1, 2, 3, 4.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I think I need more beeps, guys.
So adjacent
2 money.
to money,
Okay.
and then not applicable.
No industrial. Yep.
Yeah, and then my
Your public buildings.
public buildings.
Yeah. So you would get 2 money from this one right off the top.
Yeah.
And then
So residential adjacent to public
you
buildings.
get 1 VP.
Well, 1,
Oh, that's all of
2,
them. 3.
3.
Yeah.
Do you guys see how
This-
far Ian is
Yeah,
ahead
he's
now,
got
by
one.
the way?
He's got
BP
one
for
head
each adjacent, which is 2. So I can actually reach this now.
He's just right behind the
I
And
beeps.
know.
then
He's got a pretty good lead on us.
yeah, it's. Oh, we did we?
Yep, we did this
Yeah,
one.
we did that one.
Mhm. And then for
Every
public building
adjacent-
adjacent to the palace.
2.
So that's 2. So 2 more.
What?
Yeah.
I feel very behind.
She told me he was a min-maxer. She was right.
Yes.
All right. All right. Let's go into World War
Wait,
II.
no, we need
Oh,
to
wait.
score you.
Oh,
I
yeah,
forgot
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
we can't.
We can't forget about it. Okay. Let's see. I've got.
You got your park.
I get to score 2 parks
Oh, yeah.
because of my royal maths. So
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
Why do I keep
Nice.
forgetting about my own? No purple. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get 4 money. No blue. No buses that I can score. I have 1 bus there. Public buildings. Yeah, this one doesn't get, like, neither of them score me anything at the end specifically. So, all right, now I'm done. Now we can do World War II.
Oh.
All right, here
Don't
we go.
like this World War situation.
Yes. Whoops. All right, so this time we're going to be passing to the right, counterclockwise. Here we go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Oh, this is
Ooh.
hard. Are we passing to the right or to the left?
We're passing to the right this time. Oh, also,
What do we do?
our
The
milestone is going to be the WZ route. So that is an award for the most overbuilt tiles. And if you win this milestone, for every overbuilt tile adjacent to this one, you get 1 VP and 1 money.
This is hard, guys.
Yes, it is.
This is hard.
Okay, I have decided. Did you have a question?
no. Okay. I have. It seems weird, but I think it's the right play.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry, I
yeah.
can't.
Choices.
Okay, I think I need to do this.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready to reveal?
Yeah.
All right, I'm building.
Building.
Building. Overbuilding, I guess.
That's 5. It's getting more expensive.
It's getting more expensive. I think I want to do it. This way. I can pick it this way. Okay. And then are those mine? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, those are yours. Ooh, I forgot something. I should get 2 money back for my. I have Warsaw University of Technology, so building any blue tile onto a blank space costs me 2 less.
Oh, nice.
So
You get a
Get-
refund. A
get
discount,
my
actually.
get my discount. I'm gonna claim it. Okay.
Oh. Got to destroy things.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be sad.
I'm not sure what I'm gonna destroy.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Whew. All right.
Trying to figure out why like certain tiles are like so much more expensive than others, and it's not entirely clear to me how the math works out yet.
I think tiles that are more expensive are definitely going to be ones that have buses on them. Ones that have multiple zones. So if you see something that has like a blue and a red and a yellow or whatever, like the multicolored ones tend to be really useful and more expensive.
Yeah.
Public buildings are more expensive. They're also really helpful.
Okay.
All right.
I have 2 spots for this. Oh, but I can only afford one of them. So, never mind. There's no decision.
Oh, you have to overbuild, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna build this. And I'm going to.
That one is in a blank space, so it costs me 2 less. So I like to put 3 to build that. And those go to you, and these will be going to you.
Okay. Oh. Wait, what does this mean?
Do you need help?
Yes.
Okay.
What is this airport situation?
Oh, Kensha Airport. Okay, so it means you get to, at the end of the age, when we're doing scoring, you can either trade in 6 money for 3 BP, or trade 3 BP to get 9
So
money.
basically, I just get to like buy.
You can buy Veeps, or you can get yourself some money.
At
if
the
you're
end
buying.
of each round, I get to do that, or?
Yeah, if you have this building in play, you get to do that at the end of every epic.
Interesting. And then this round we're going to destroy 2 things, right?
Yep. I know. I'm a little bit worried. Tiny bit. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Alright, I'm gonna do that. I'll pass through that.
We're passing.
I'm passing to the right.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one will be going to you.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out if I have enough money for this thing that I kind of want.
Yeah. So you're thinking about what tile you're gonna have to destroy,
Mm-hmm.
or what 2 tiles you're gonna have to destroy, and where you're gonna put that one.
Yep.
And if you can make a legal play with those tiles and not have like any tiles like hanging off like that.
Yeah. I want to put that there, but I can't. But I'm going to. I think I can do maybe. Okay.
Great. Ready?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna build
This. Where should I want to build this?
So this doesn't actually lose me any money, but I get to build it for 3.
I think I'm gonna build this like here, so I only pay 2.
That's a good one. Okay, so that one's getting passed. I got the airport. Okay, what am I gonna do with airport? Oh, I get to build it for 2 less, but I only have 1 money. So I could overbuild it onto something as long as it's not what I'm destroying. Man, this is gonna suck.
This all sucks.
And so we destroy before we count points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So once we've decided what we're gonna do with our last tile, we determine who has the milestone. Then you get to add your milestone in. Then you get to destroy 2 tiles. In your case, only 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll do scoring.
Okay. I'm discarding personally.
I have to discard. I'll just put that there.
I think I want to do this. Even though it means I lose 1. Bus routes are worth 2 Veeps.
For every bus greater than 2. Yeah. So right now you would not score anything, but if you put another bus down, you would be taking in 4 points, as long as it wasn't adjacent.
Oh, it'd be 4 points. It's not 2 points.
Yep, it's 2 points for every bus, and you start scoring at 2 or more buses.
Got it. Okay, I think I have to build this then. Question is where?
Ooh. So you could build it for free on this one,
I don't want to
but
replace
this
it.
is a really good one. It's gonna get you a lot.
I'm gonna be discarding 2 of these 3 tiles.
That makes sense. These are your cheaper tiles, and they're
Yeah.
not as.
So the question is just like, do I do this and I destroy these?
Yeah, so that's one of the things that can get a little analysis paralysis-y with this game is, when you have to make these types of decisions, you have to decide
For each orange district.
how much are you going to lose in terms of money,
Yep.
and how much you're going to lose if you lose your 1 VP and your 1 money from that.
Yep. Well, this is technically worth 3 money, but I'm going to have to destroy them anyway, so I don't think that should actually be a factor here. I think I destroy.
If you place it up here, you will get an additional 1 VP that you didn't get before.
Place it
But
where?
if you placed it up here, but then you would how much? Oh, you have to overbuild. Yeah. So you can only place it.
I think. Let's see.
So for
this is
so for folks watching, she's got a tile that costs 4, but she's only got 2 money. So her only option at this point is to overbuild, but because she has to destroy 2 of her tiles for World War II, it's definitely a challenging decision to figure out.
I mean, I'm gonna lose this Veep regardless because I'm gonna overbuild one of them,
Right.
and then I'm going to. And I don't have enough money to overbuild here, which would actually be the perfect spot to overbuild.
Your starter card, yeah.
Yeah, I have just like one. I'm just like one off. I could overbuild like that.
You could overbuild like this,
I think I'm gonna overbuild like that.
and then you lose those 2.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. I'm gonna do that. That's 2 extra, and then now we destroy.
No, so we're going to figure out who gets the
Oh.
WZ route. So the most overbuilt tiles, I believe.
I'm pretty sure it's Ian.
Of course it is.
Ian has every single
yep, he
public
has-
building, guys.
Yeah. This
It's kind
is
of insane.
Overbuilt tile adjacent.
yeah.
Okay.
So if you were to put over your starter tile, that would get you 2. That would probably be an optimal,
Yeah.
because you'll still get your 1 VP from that part.
Yeah.
Yep.
You should look at Ian's
Alright.
cities. It's just like
Okay, you have to destroy 1. We gotta destroy 2.
these 2 are going.
Ooh.
Gone. And then we put. Oh
feels
wait,
bad,
should we
man.
put them back like where they belong? Like here?
Yeah, that's helpful.
This is, oh wait, this one shouldn't be
Alright.
there.
I'm definitely destroying
This
this one.
definitely shouldn't be there. These are 3s. Okay.
And I
Oh, wow.
think I'm going to destroy. No, I'm going to keep that one. We're going into a lot of industry, and I want to build cheaply, so I'm going to destroy my park, my Royal Baths Park. Bye bye. It was nice knowing you. Okay. So now we're going to do.
I have to destroy one.
Oh yeah.
Out of your perfect city, I think you need to destroy like a non-public
Like
building.
maybe
Yeah.
one-
I get 2
those?
victory points for that.
Oh, because it's adjacent. Yeah. It's one of your adjacent.
If I destroyed that, that's 2. If I destroyed this, it's 1. So,
All right.
somewhere. Okay.
All right. Are
Scoring.
you guys ready to do scoring?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So choose a park.
Probably this one.
Yep, that's going to score you 2 VP.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh man, you really have a lot of purple.
So 2,
8. Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Very nice.
So 18.
And then for money, it looks like 2.
Yep. Not much money.
Okay. And then your industrial will get you a lot of money. You're getting 7,
7,
8,
8,
9.
9.
And then your buses are going to get you 4.
Money? Or points?
So we're going on buses. So buses are points. So you're going to
Okay.
get 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then no public buildings.
No.
So that's you.
And I just barely caught up to
Okay,
Ian.
so
Barely.
1.
He's
Park.
gonna like lap us at
Yep.
this rate.
1 VP for your park.
Hey, no,
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
right.
Your
sorry.
blue.
Yeah. For each set, 1, 2, 3. And then
Nothing for commercial.
nothing commercial anymore.
Nothing for industrial.
Nothing industrial, nothing for that. I have a ton of these things, so
Yeah, you
I'm gonna
do.
go. I'm gonna go like left to
Yeah.
right. So for each adjacent to a public building, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that it?
I think so, yeah.
4.
Nice.
And then these adjacent to, well, so
So this
let me
gets
go to
you-
this one. So
Yep,
2.
money.
This adjacent to the palace, 1, 2, 3. So then that's nothing. That's nothing. WZ route, overbuilt tiles. So
Yep, so for everyone adjacent,
I can get 2 VP, or I can get a VP
you
or
get
a.
1 VP and 1 money. So it's not or,
Oh wow.
so you get 2 VP and 2 money
Okay.
for every adjacent tile.
What?
Yeah, I know, it's super good.
Well, I get 1 for each, and I have 2.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
every overbuilt. Yep.
Okay. And then Warsaw School of Economics. For each public
Public
building I
building.
have, I get 1 money
Oh my
or
God.
Or a VP. And
Or
you
a
can
V-
mix and match as you like. So you can either get all VP or all money or
I think
you know,
this game's
3
kind
money
of
and
over.
4 VP. Yeah, he's like definitely running with it.
so I have 7. So I'll do 4 BP and 3 money. And then this is the last one, so this is still 2.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Okay, let's score me before I forget.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'm gonna choose this park that gets me 2 BP. And then nothing for purple buildings. For yellow, I get 1, 2, 3. So I get 3 money. Blue buildings, I'm gonna get 6 money. And then for my buses, I'm gonna get 4 points. And then special buildings, nothing. So we are ready to go to the 5th epic. So no more war, no more destruction. Now it's just all build, build, build. Shuffle these up a little bit.
I don't know how we're gonna catch up to Ian.
I don't think we're gonna.
He's so
well,
far
I'm definitely not.
ahead.
Alright. I'd have to build a lot of bus things. I don't think I can take the last one. That's
I
fine.
don't think you
It's
need
gonna-
to take the last
I'm alright with
one.
it. I've accepted it.
You've accepted your win.
Ian City is just a walking city. No public transit, guys.
Oh, it's also 4x4. I don't know if you guys saw
Yeah,
that.
he got the
Oh, you got
prudential
the
building, so
prudential
now he
thing?
can go.
Oh, no.
he
Well, I
with
can
the
go
overrun.
1 row down, a row
I
up.
saw
I
the
have
card and I was like, oh, should I hate draft it? And I'm like, oh, it's so painful. So painful.
Yep. All right. This time we're passing to the.
But
Oh, the art's changed.
Oh yeah, it's definitely cool. Like we
Right.
get new buildings and modern looking stuff.
And we're passing left this time?
Yeah. So this one is gonna be we pass left, we pass right, we pass left, pass right, pass left. Yeah. Ooh. Alrighty. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, we've got Soviet blocks
whoa.
in our buildings. Decisions. That's a really good one. Oh, and they're getting so expensive.
Okay.
Left?
Passing to the left. There you go. Alright, ready? Okay, build.
So I'm gonna build this, which I assume it says these cost 3 less, but it takes effect after I build it. I assume.
After you build it, yes. And it only, so this one is, it does not double up with overbuilding. So you can build it 3 less, but you are not going to combine it also with the overbuilding cost. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I still have a whole row.
Oh,
to
that's
build.
right. So all of these are going to be,
Wait, so yeah, 4.
this one is 7. Oh my goodness. All right. So expensive. Where am I going to put it? I'm going to put it. It gets me the most VP there. All right. Oh, that's my stack.
Oh, I think I passed my star too, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
both
yeah,
rolling.
yeah.
can I overbuild? Okay.
I can't figure out what he wants. I think.
Who's Steve?
Oh,
The person who normally explains the game.
Oh, okay.
is he not even in
We're
chat?
pressing left,
No.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Passing.
left.
right? Yes.
Correct.
But I'm discarding.
All right. I'm building.
I am discarding.
Yes, that's not next to residential. Okay, so I'm overbuilding. Okay. Oh wait, no, that's the one I'm overbuilding. So that's gonna cost me 2. And I think I'm gonna do like that. That's probably best. Okay.
These are.
Do I want this?
Man, this is tough.
Wait, what is this worth to me?
So I could overbuild. Do you need help with what one of the things mean?
No, I think I've got it. I just need to.
Dang, this is tough sometimes.
Excuse me.
Okay, I can't afford to do that. I can't afford to do that either. Alright. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm building.
Okay, I'm discarding.
Building.
So this is 8 minus 3, so 5, 3, 4, 5.
Right, this one's going to me. This one goes to Ian. There you go. That sigh. Let's see, what am I gonna do with this? Can I afford it? Maybe. Maybe.
Do you want it?
Maybe. So if I put it there, so this is what I got stuck with. It's a 6, but it's got like 3 colors on it, so I might. So I'd still get 1 VP for my red there. I would get money from that, which would get me more. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Boom, done. Did I get the most metros? How many metros do you have?
2.
You've got 2. I've got 2. So
But
we're
you have
tied.
no money.
I have no money, so that would go to me. If,
Okay. So
And then-
I'm just gonna build.
yeah, so if
What's
you
the
have
next
equal
tie?
money, the next tiebreaker is going to be
5
points. The
minus
person who has the
3
least
is 2.
points.
Oh, so you'd win regardless.
Yes. Unless that's a plus you're about to build. No, it is not.
I think I have to discard.
Alright,
Okay.
so Metro most to me. Yay! I actually won a public building. So this one is
So painful.
every adjacent metro is 1 VP, so I'm gonna pop that right there in between my 2 metros.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, so scoring. Alright, pick park, any park. That one. Okay, so that's
3.
gonna get you 3 VP. 1, 2, 3. And then your purple buildings. Dang, you have a lot.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. So that puts you at 35.
I'm still behind you.
Alright, your commercial zones, it still gets you just 2 money.
Yep, just 2.
Okay. And then you get 7 for your industrial. Yeah.
Oh, no, 9.
Oh, you get 9
Oh, no, wait,
now.
no. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Good lord. Okay. There you go. And then your buses get you 4 again, right? So,
This is after I score all my points.
yep.
Now Italian.
And
Oh wait,
then-
here.
And then you've got your public building.
Mhm.
So, for
So-
every green and purple adjacent to blue.
So this is 1.
Mm-hmm.
This is 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
5,
6.
6.
All right, there you go. 6 BP. All right.
All right.
This is the time when you lap us.
Yep. Yep. It's painful, guys.
Well, I mean, I start off slow.
I didn't know you started off
so-
slow.
No, I don't
No,
think you
no,
did.
I
think
mean-
you've
I
been in
mean-
the lead since turn 1.
No, I mean like on this on the scoring card because I have a tiny park
Right.
and 1, so 1 BP for that, which is
No, I'm red. You're
Oh, good. Sorry, my bad. So this is still 3.
So
Yep.
painful.
The red actually gets you some money this
Oh
time.
wow. That's
So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. Yeah, so you get 4
okay.
right there.
don't
Industrial,
have any
nothing.
industrial.
You
Don't
have a
any.
bus. Do you have any other buses?
No, I don't. Not right
Okay,
now.
so that won't score you anything.
But I can use its ability. I'll.
All right, are we gonna?
We'll do it like reading this
He
time.
did get the prudential. I thought
Okay,
about you drafting that
So
card.
that doesn't do anything for me. That doesn't do anything for me. This one has now
Overbuilt.
I did not overbuild on that, so I get 2.
2 VP, 2 money
Um,
for the WZ route.
money. Warsaw School of Economics.
Yep, you get
Money
to choose.
or BP for each. And I'm actually going to do all BP because I'm going to lose some of it later. So
Oh, are you gonna do the exchange?
yeah, maybe
All right,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
10. So
Uh,
blue takes you.
You lapped it. 55.
okay. So then to the palace that I cannot pronounce.
Namiestnikovsky.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So 3 for that.
Okay.
Look, he's.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, I told you he's gonna lap me.
Oh my
Arsenal doesn't do anything for me. Okay, so this telephone one. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
Oh, is this Moscato?
Moscato, thank you for the 14-month resub.
Oh.
Wow.
This is a critical moment, guys.
So I get 2 money. I'm gonna actually give money. I can do this. And then that's still 2.
Yep. 2 for the Grand Theater.
And then this one, I'm going to give back 4 BP for 12
money. Okay.
Oof.
That's a pretty good exchange rate.
Yeah, it's better than most.
Yeah, there's a couple of cards that have an exchange rate for VP and money, and he's got the best one, which is the main railway station. So he can trade 8 coins for 4 VP or 4 VP for 12 coins.
And I have a lot of VP.
I think we made a strategic error by letting him have so many public buildings. I didn't realize the public buildings would be that
Well, there was
valuable.
a number of occasions when I actually didn't get any public buildings, like a number of times when they came through, and then like on one time when I did get a public building, I just couldn't even afford
It's
it, and
too
I was like,
expensive.
well,
There's
that's
that.
how drafting goes sometimes.
Yep.
All right. So before we forget,
Yep.
You.
okay,
Choose
so
your card. Probably the center one, right? I get
Yeah.
3.
that one's gonna give me 3. 1, 2, 3. Purple buildings get me 2. My commercial get me 1, 2, 3. 3 money. Let's see,
Ooh,
my
nice blues.
my blue buildings. Yeah, I've got the discount on blue, so I'm gonna double down on blue. So
10.
I've got there we go.
Nice.
10 money. For every bus, so I've got 2 buses, that gets me 4 BP. and then my public buildings. For every adjacent metro to this, I get 1 VP, so that's 2 VP. That's me. All right, so now we're gonna go into the final 6th epic. There are no milestones for this one, so at this point it's
I
just.
don't, like, I mean, Ian generates what, like 20, 30 points?
It's nuts. Yeah.
30 VPs, like a.
It's
I
passive income.
I don't even know.
I'm retired.
He says it with steepled hands. It's passive
I'm
income.
tired.
I don't even know how to. Yeah.
At
If
this
Scott
point,
Rabin was here,
at this point, Ian is just generating points off of the interest of his investments.
yes.
If what is that like? There's like this conspiracy theory where it's like is it like the Knights Templar or something like that, where they just sort of like own everything? That's Ian, guys. That's Ian.
Whoa,
Oh, wow. Interesting.
that's cool.
Oh, that's a hilarious thing to do.
For those of you watching at home, so much to choose from. It's not going to close the gap though.
Yeah, I don't see how this is going to. I don't even understand how I'm gonna get anywhere close in here.
Oh, never mind. I should just do this one. I had a funny, interesting play, but it's
Okay. I think the choice is clear. Okay, this time we're passing.
to
the
the
right.
right.
To the right, to the right.
The choice is clear.
We're passing to the right, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, are we ready to build?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, I'm doing this.
Doing this, so it's 5 minus 3, so it's 2.
Okay. Next stack, and oh, here's your.
Oh. Oh, interesting.
Very interesting. Okay.
Whoa!
Oh, what happened? Oh, whoa.
Saving throw show.
Hi, saving throw.
Thank you so much for the host. Welcome everybody to the stream. We are playing an amazing, amazing game, Warsaw, City of Ruins. We are joined by our special guest, Bree from North Star Games, sitting right there in the center of the camera.
Hi.
And we are on what I think is the final round of the game, where we will
Where-
find out how much Ian
Ian
has
has
min-maxed
lapped
and
us
whether he, and how many times he can lap the other players before the end of the game.
This is just like a
Yeah.
little depressing, guys. Just
It'll be a small
little.
victory if I don't get lapped by Ian.
But thank you so much for that host saving throw show.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this one.
You're good? Okay.
And we're doing passing left or right?
right. We're passing right.
For those of you who don't know saving throw show, please throw them a follow. Ha, I just made a joke on accident. Definitely throw them a follow. They are a fellow member of the Tabletop Gaming Network with us, and they do amazing tabletop role-playing streams. And they did a really, really awesome feature with us live from the floor of TwitchCon last year. So
Cool.
definitely follow them. They're amazing.
All right. You guys ready to build?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, so this is 9 minus 3, so 6.
One there for 5. Oh, I'm running short on money.
You know who isn't? Ian.
Yeah. Okay, so which
Oh, wait,
two
how
are
did
my
I take-
tiles?
oh, wait,
Those are the
did-
ones you're passing to me.
Oh, okay.
These
Because
are
I was like,
yeah.
Those
why do
are-
they look exactly the same? I'm very confused. Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
So So does this mean like each?
Is he
He
planning
has
to
worth
kill
this?
everyone? That's so funny. I need to meet this like Dark Citadel person. They are cracking me up. It's always a bit disconcerting to play against a mostly silent player like Ian. Is he planning to kill everyone, or is he merely plotting our defeat?
Who knows? Who knows?
Both.
Never play Secret Hitler with Ian. Well, I never play Secret Hitler anyway. I'm terrible at identity games.
Okay, I think this is what I do.
All you need to know to play Secret Hitler is that Ian is always a
Always-
fascist.
Always a fascist?
Always.
Well, or if I'm not, I can spot Hitler.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah.
I'm so undecided. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, and that one is gonna be what you're
Yeah.
stuck with, I think. Am I gonna give you
Does it matter?
that? Okay. Are you ready to build?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah? Okay. I'm gonna build that one on Golden Terraces.
So
And at the end,
12
money
minus
doesn't really count for
3.
anything,
So,
right?
well, you can
So
exchange,
money-
but it's not great.
Yeah, it's a pretty poor exchange. It's 5 money for 1 VP.
Yeah. So building expensive building, but minus 3 is 9.
So I'm gonna overbuild this.
2.
That doesn't So,
Droidian, welcome to the table.
so what does this mean? It says every tile in your largest park is worth 1.
Okay.
So tile means like one of these,
That
right?
would
Not one
be-
of the small squares.
Yeah, so if you had, let's just say,
Tile larger park.
if this was lined up like,
Then it would be 3 tiles.
yeah, I'm trying to.
This
like,
is
so,
just 2.
So
This is
yeah,
just
if
2
your
right
park
now.
did span 3 tiles, you would get 3 VP.
Yeah.
So your largest park is just going to be 2.
Yep. Is that worth anything to me?
I can't build this at all unless I overbuild.
The final exchange rate is what, 5 to 1?
5 money to 1 VP, yeah. This gets me 1 VP if I can build it, but anything I build it on is going to cause me to lose VP. I could build it for free here,
That's worth 1 VP.
which would cost me the loss of 1 VP.
Which is 1
That would lose me 2 VP.
Can I build? Am I building?
Building.
So 9.
Does this mean this is free if I
6.
build it over the 5?
Yep,
Free.
it's a free build.
Got it. And that means I lose 4 coin. Which
Yeah.
is
4 coin doesn't give me 1 point, so I think I'm going to build over mine as well. So I build over that for free.
The Fiend with the tier 1 sub. Woo! Thank you so much.
7, 8. I think. So that loses me 1 VP, but I get that back. So I think this is what I do. I do a free build.
All right. So at this point, we're going to start our scoring. So let's see. Do you have money you want to exchange?
I don't have
Well,
enough.
we can do that at the end
Yeah.
because you'll get some income.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So choose a park. that You're gonna score. I'm
For-
guessing this
yeah,
park.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's
So that's
do-
just 2.
Okay, so for every purple, is that still
3,
you go.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13 victory points for this
13.
purple?
3, 10.
That is awesome. All right.
Still not enough to catch up with it.
Okay, so for money, it looks like you get 1 money.
I get 1 money.
Goofy Funny, thank you for that bit.
Oh my gosh, Dreas, hi. That's another friend of mine. Okay, so blues gets you
Coin.
a good amount.
So 3,
8,
9,
11,
10, 11, 12,
One last
13,
word with the 1 B.
13.
Alrighty. And then your bus routes.
So that's just 4.
You get your 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And then
I'm
your
losing.
public buildings.
So one. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this one. Overbuild tiles 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. There you go.
And then this one is every park gets me 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's
12.
awesome.
So that's me 30. This one doesn't do anything. This one is greens and purples adjacent to blues.
Get
so
you one VP.
that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Mhm.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right?
Nice. So that puts you at 40.
And then this is the last one. Every tile in your largest one is just, so that's just 2.
Okay. All right. Now you can exchange your coins for yeah, you can exchange your coins for points. So
Exactly
it's
15.
5. Awesome.
So
So
that's
3
just-
more. All right. So Cynthia's winning score is 45.
And
Well,
Ian's going to just watch Ian.
Well,
So-
45 plus 50.
Yeah, for a plus
95.
50. Yeah. But
Because
Right.
we're
you're
on
going
a,
to.
we're not,
Yeah,
you're
it's
gonna,
95 because she
You're
left.
gonna.
So I'm gonna
catch
score
that.
myself so that we can do your exciting,
oh,
crushing victory at the very
okay,
end.
okay.
So I get to choose a park. This one I think gets me the most. So 2 VP. I get another 2 for my 1 purple district. For my yellow, I get 1, 2. There we go. And then for my industrial, I get, looks like I just get 6 money. And then for my buses, I get 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then public buildings, so golden terraces, that's 1, 2, 3 VP for every yellow zone I have. So 1, 2, 3. Then I've got my city center, so for every bus on the district's outer edge, that's both of my buses, I get 2, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 points. And then I've got my metro, so for every metro adjacent to this one, I get 1 VP, so that's 1, 2. I'm so close! Okay, and then I've got my Copernicus Science Center, which gets me 1 VP for every purple, so I only have 1 purple. And then my Warsaw Rising Museum gets me 2 VP for every blue district, so that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I can exchange, let's see.
Ooh, exactly
Oh, yeah,
2
exactly
points.
2 points.
Nice.
All right. And
Ian.
Okay.
Ian.
So just one.
1 VP for your park.
I'm bad at parks. So each purple, the things on the tile. So 9, 12. Yeah.
25.
For each yellow next to a residential. Wait, so this
So
is.
is it so for every red residential next to a commercial, you get
Yeah.
points. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
and then 5.
5. Yeah.
So there you go, 5 money.
Oh, it's mine. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't think I have any of those.
You have one.
You do.
Oh.
You've got one blue, so that gets you another 5 money.
Don't have any.
No buses.
buses.
Yeah, you only have the 1
Alright.
bus. All right, and now all the public buildings.
So do
And then he's gonna
right to
laugh
left,
again.
top to bottom. Nothing. This is 2 and 2 money. This is, I guess I'm gonna go all BP. So 1, 2, 3,
So
4,
Warsaw School of
5,
Economics
6, 7,
gives
8,
him 1
9,
VP
10,
or 1
11,
money
11.
for every
38.
public building.
And
That's
then
nuts.
That's insane, guys.
for each adjacent public building to this public building, which is 3. Thanks. And then Arsenal doesn't do anything for me. This one, okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, or yeah, sorry, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
Wait, 10.
10?
Yeah, they're all adjacent.
Okay.
And he's got 5.
And he lapped us again.
And then where am I? Theater? Where I get 2
Yeah,
money.
Milanov. Palace, you get 2 money off the top.
Theater, I now have 3, so
It's 3
3.
BP.
Is that 3 Veeps?
Yeah.
Mhm.
This guy, is this a better exchange rate than I would going out?
Probably.
I think
So
So-
in other words, it's 5 to 1, right?
Yeah, so 8 coins gets you 4 VP, which
That's
is
much
way
better. That's
You
much
should
better.
Do all your.
so. I'll do 16 for.
I believe you can
Or-
only do it once.
Oh,
like you can't
okay.
double it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
That's
8.
still really good.
So 4.
But you can still do the normal exchange.
Yeah, he will
Yeah.
be able to do the normal exchange at the
Eventually.
end.
And then this is for each,
So for every public building,
Oh,
which I have
which is 10, right?
10. Yeah.
You get
Oh
1
God.
VP.
oh my god.
So
18.
18. And is that it? Oh, I never did. Oh yeah, no, it was just money. Okay.
And then do you
Yeah.
have exactly 5 there left?
It looks like he's
a
got.
little bit more than that.
Yeah, so 1
3,
VP.
4, 5.
1.
All right, you guys.
Whew.
GG.
Nice. Okay, guys.
So the total scores, with me way in the losing. My losing score is 49, and Cynthia has 95, and Ian has 19.
Is that normal, that point to spare?
I've never seen anybody get that high in points.
Min-maxer.
And I've not seen a disparity that great before. However, the game is new to me too, so I haven't played it a ton of times. Like I don't have, dozens and dozens of plays of this
We made a
game.
strategic error, guys.
Well-
We knowing Ian's playing style, we should have not let him do the combos.
You should-
The combos.
I mean, I feel like I got past a lot of
KO.
like really good things, and like this helped me
Yeah.
build a lot of things. I didn't lose things. Like
Yeah.
I had racked all but one of the bonus ones, which is how I ended up with 10.
With that many buildings, yeah,
Nice.
and it just sort of snowballed from there.
Yeah,
And I definitely feel like on the occasions when I did have a public building come around, I didn't quite have enough
The
money to
money.
buy it.
I think
and
the
so
managing the economy
should've-
part is like, when do you save money versus
Versus-
like buy?
Yeah.
I feel like earlier in the game I traded in or I discarded a bit more, but I did it.
Very strategically.
Yeah, I discarded things I knew other people needed,
Yeah.
even if it was the second person.
I certainly did too. Like I tried to discard things that would be helpful, but things that maybe were too expensive, I couldn't afford it, and I would pass on like the crummier tiles.
I also started overbuilding really earlier,
Yeah.
which helped in cases where
I
I couldn't
mean,
afford things.
Public buildings are really critical, and I mean, just you can see with the score that Ian
Yeah.
got, like it just everything feeds into everything else, and you just kind of you get synergy between these tiles that just really works, gets you a lot of points.
Yeah,
So public buildings, everybody.
Yeah, public buildings.
yeah.
Strategic advice for this game.
And if I hadn't laid them out the way that I did when I started, which I had no idea what I was doing,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have min-maxed that guy. Getting the 4x4, pure luck, was the first draw. I think
Yeah.
either of you would have made sure I didn't get that.
Yeah,
Um,
that was super fortunate. I really would have loved to get that tile.
yeah, I just did dirty things.
Yeah. So what did you guys think?
Oh, so wait, are we doing
I
are we
really-
doing the
Are we-
debrief?
Or are we doing?
Yeah. Jordan should come.
Jordan
The
usually
producer
leads
can
that.
come tell us how we're gonna.
Okay, there we go.
Hey!
What's up, everybody?
Hi.
So, for those of you who are joining us for the first time tonight, we have a little format that we like to go through for our post-game thoughts, just to give it a little structure. So the first question that I want to ask from the two of you who are playing this game for the first time is, what were your thoughts on the artwork and component quality?
I thought the thing that I was, I don't know at what point exactly it happened, but I want to say somewhere towards the second half of the game, I noticed that the artwork changed, which I thought was really interesting. Like the commercial district, I was like, oh, it's different. Like now there's like neon signs and stuff, and I wasn't paying close enough attention to see if that was the case across like all of the different building types, but it was very noticeable for the commercial districts.
Well, and there are cars and stuff, so like. This is a later one, obviously, so I got like signs, cars. This is one of the early ones. I've just got some bushes.
Yeah. This one has like a little old school, old timey outdoor market. Yeah, you definitely see the changes.
Yeah.
As you go through the epics.
I really like the carts or the, I don't know, the
like,
tiles.
Yeah.
The nice like public buildings that you kept on racking up, Ian.
I really like the artwork on the public buildings. That's half the reason I collected them, you know.
Yeah, one thing that's that I want to point out is in the rules insert for the game, every single public location has like a whole paragraph of information.
I was perusing that before the game started.
Yeah, like it's historical data, like you know how these buildings affected the history of Warsaw, and some of them had very prominent roles in World War I and World War II, and they talk about that. So the history buffs would definitely appreciate that. Yeah.
Awesome. So the next thing I want to talk about here is, what did you all think about the learning curve of the game? How easy was it to pick up?
I think picking it up was like relatively easy. There were definitely some moments of analysis paralysis for me, at least, though I'm usually prone to that anyway. I think the parts that were hardest for me were like trying to figure out like when I should start overbuilding. So I think I actually forgot that you could do that for like the first round. And I was like, oh yeah, wait, you can overbuild. And then I think I didn't catch on early enough the importance of the public buildings. I probably should have focused on that some more.
Yeah.
I think for my first 1 or 2 turns too, I may have paid for things that in retrospect I wouldn't have paid for because I wasn't quite sure like what else was going to be coming down the line.
Like maybe that 7 drop there or something else.
Or like
maybe?
just like even with the earlier like in the first like 1 or 2 epics, just knowing what was worth what, like, you know, how much are like 3 Veeps really worth, like just those kinds of things that wasn't entirely obvious to me.
Yeah. I think that I got really lucky, but then
see you come in camera and then everything blows up.
but I started building for BP that would just continually
just generate every single
passive income.
Yes, passive income. And I like entirely ignored like the parks and the commercial until the end. And really, I only placed these because of the other things that were on them. So I didn't even really think about, I don't know.
I think one of the things that I am actually curious about is, in this game, how much attention should you be paying to like other players' boards? Because like I honestly I wasn't really looking at Ian's board.
It's
I was barely looking
important.
at your board as is.
Yeah, so it's important, especially for the milestones along here.
Yeah.
You know, we're all competing for them, and so you know that's why I was like, how many buses you got? Because I was definitely like I was trying to get that milestone, and I think, you know, I probably could have focused more on the milestones. And that's something that I definitely didn't do, and you know, Ian got every single milestone except for 1, and I think if we had been trying harder to keep
I was past things that helped me get the milestones. Which
so it's like there's an element of like hate drafting if you're paying attention to each other's boards,
and hate discarding too.
Yeah, and then you have money when you do get something you want to build.
Right.
Yeah. So it is very important to see like if people are going for milestones, you might want to try and block them from getting them.
If you're playing with Jordan, block everything, block every angle, because he'll find a way.
Says the guy who min-maxed so much that he like achieved like a world record number of points.
Well, I took a picture of it with the scoring thing just because I don't know.
I think you
Yeah.
need to
We should
send
share
it
that.
with her team.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Send that to your team. Be like, is there like anyone else who has played this game who has earned more points than this guy?
Yeah. I will definitely send the picture to my North Star coworkers and get their opinion on this epic build here.
So we kind of touched on this a little bit already, but I want to dig into this a little bit deeper and see if you all had any thoughts. How did you feel about the like depth and breadth of strategy in the game in terms of like how many different like paths to victory did you see, and like what was the variety of choices that you had, that sort of thing?
Yeah, I think there are probably like a ton of different strategies that you could pursue, and especially now that I've played it once, I think I have a better sense of like what types of like other things like I could have done hypothetically. It does seem like it's worth maybe investing in a specific kind of strategy. I'm not sure. I'd probably have to play it a couple more times.
Absolutely.
I think that one of the things that, and this may be just because of our nature on this particular broadcast, it would be interesting to have an adversarial component where I can like destroy, like have an option to destroy.
Oh God.
Like I can sacrifice one of my tiles to destroy somebody else's tile.
What
Like-
kind of theme would that be?
War.
Gentrification.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean it's like
One district destroys another
Yeah.
part of the
yeah,
district.
it's
that would be
riot.
really cool.
That's coming the
Neighborhood
expansion.
riots.
Neighborhood riots, okay.
yeah.
Surprise, Ian wants to destroy. Yeah,
Well,
I'm
because
this is my surprise face.
because I feel like if people could have taken out like key
We
things.
would totally have done it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and could have arrested the snowball effect.
Yeah. Once you
And it allows more team play against somebody who's in the lead.
That is something I have noticed in every play of the game that I've done. When someone gets a real clear lead, it's nearly impossible to catch up. So I think early game is really, really important. I'm starting to realize that.
The foundation.
If you see somebody inching ahead, 2 or 3 VP, and they've got by Epic 2, they've got 2 public buildings, maybe
everyone else has
double
to be
down
like,
on getting those
Mhm.
milestones and
Yeah.
preventing them from getting good cards passed, and because somebody can just run away with it.
I think with 4 people, it also spreads out the competition for these.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So would you all say that there's maybe a little bit of a runaway leader aspect to the game, or is it just that like from the very beginning of the game, even though it seems like you're kind of just building your own board, you just really have to be paying attention to what the other players are doing?
I'm not sure if it's so much a runaway lead issue as maybe I just like misplayed my
Yeah.
earlier turns. So
I definitely
don't-
misplayed
yeah.
mine. I probably
I
should
feel
have
like I'd
focused
have to
more
play
on.
again. Like I kind of want to play again
Yeah.
just to see exactly how this works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did notice that one of the things you said in a little bit ago was that like you felt like one of the reasons you were able to build that lead is because you got past a lot of favorable tiles that like other people saw and either didn't take for themselves or didn't discard. So it wasn't necessarily that like you were unstoppable. It's just that like you kept getting past like things that were just perfect for what you
That
were
were
doing.
synergistic with
Yeah.
things I
Yeah.
already had.
And
like
sometimes it's a matter
somebody
of
passed this to me, the Warsaw School of Economics, which is one
that would be
coin
both of us
and
because I
one
passed that one
BP.
up.
Probably.
Yeah.
for every building that I already had.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'll take it.
I passed it up, and I remember passing that up because at the time I couldn't afford a 6.
I didn't have a single one.
And there
I
was
don't
a-
have 6 either.
There was a cheaper one that I wanted to build when the right play probably with that one should have been to just hate discard
Discard.
it. Yeah.
More hate
But I was
discarding,
so
guys.
tempted by
More hate
other cards in my
discarding.
hand, and I was like, but I can afford this, and I can build this, and I don't want to pass it. So,
Right.
yeah.
Hate discard, I think, is the rule. Hate discard.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, final thoughts on the game, anyone?
I think I actually commented on this like before we started the stream. The colors look very like bright and cheerful for parts of the darker side of history that we sort of go through. So it was interesting because like when I saw the name of the game, obviously it's City of Ruins, which sounds like kind of like a huge damper, really. It's like City of Ruins. Oh. And I saw the colors. I was like, oh, it's like such a bright and cheerful game. And then Bree explained the rules about World War I and II. I was like, oh, that's really sad. So it was a little bit like, is this like a happy game or a sad game? Or like, okay, it's kind of like a mix. It's sort of like a mixed bag, which I think is what history is too.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I really liked it. I feel like I would.
I want to play again.
You do it.
It speaks to the
I would
min-maxer in you.
I would do a repeat. I would frustrate people who play against me a lot. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit jealous that I didn't play tonight. This looks like a really, really fun game. So I hope I get an opportunity to play it again in the future.
It actually didn't take that long,
I'd be
right?
happy
Like,
to play.
maybe like an hour or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the game
It's
is
actually pretty quick.
rated at 2 to 4 players, ages 10 and up, and it on the box we have it plays for an hour.
Yeah.
But if you have fewer people, like I did a one-on-one game and we completed it, I think in 25 minutes, 30
Wow.
minutes, because when two people know what you're doing, you're just like boom, play, boom, play, pass, and you just you get into a rhythm and like you know the tiles you definitely
And you know
want.
what the other person's doing too.
Yeah, and
Super
it's easier to
obvious.
keep up, with one person. Games definitely can go longer with 4 players, and if you have people whose play style is analysis paralysis, it can go over an hour. So it kind of it varies depending on number of players and play style. But yeah, I feel like this is a nice, comfortable length game. Like I don't feel like I'm getting into anything like real heavy when I play Warsaw, but I do feel like I get the depth of strategy.
Right.
So yeah, like I said, this game is new to me. I only started playing it a few weeks ago because it's brand new in English, and I really like it a lot.
It seems
it's grown
great.
on me. Like as I start to see like the different strategies you can take, like there's like more than meets the eye, I guess.
Yeah. Well, chat, if you all like the game, definitely let us know in Discord if you'd like to see us play it again. We do bring back games that we've streamed in the past. We have our favorite stream that we do roughly once a month. We put a poll out on Twitter with 4 options, and you can vote on which game you want us to play. So let us know if you want us to play this game again in Discord, and we will add it to one of our future polls, and hopefully we'll be able to convince Bree to come back and show us the game once again.
Oh yeah, and we have new games coming down the pipe.
Yes.
Can
You
I
want
talk about
to?
new
Absolutely.
games? Okay, so
Absolutely.
we are super proud of our newest game that we're going to be publishing called The Quacks of Quedlinburg, also known as Die Quacksalver von Quedlinburg. Yeah, it's a totally crazy name, and we should be publishing this. I want to say end of November, beginning of December. I don't have a date.
About ducks or?
So a lot of people are like, "What is this?
Yeah, what's the
Quacks? Is it
quacking?
about ducks?"
I keep thinking of like Donald Duck immediately.
Yeah.
That was my first thought.
No, so the quacks, it's like a quack as in like
Like
a fake doctor, like somebody who makes
like a crank.
potions
Yeah.
and so
Like a snake oil kind
snake
of
oil
person.
salesman is the
Yeah.
perfect term. So yeah, what you're doing is you're potion crafting.
Hmm.
And it won the Kennerspiel des Jahres of this
Oh.
year,
Wow.
which is a really prestigious award. So I'm super excited. I played it once at Gen Con, and I was like, I can't wait to play
What
this
kind
game
of
again.
game is this? You're potion
It's
crafting.
tile.
And
It's a chit drafting game. So you have tier purchasing. I don't know if you've played maybe Splendor, or I'm trying to think of other games where you have sort of a tier of things that you can buy, and these are potion ingredients. So you have like spider legs and herbs and like bat wings and stuff like that. And so you can purchase them, and they're little chits, and you put them into your chit bag. And your chit bag starts off with some not so good ingredients, and then you've got really good ones that you'll be buying. And so you're going to be drawing them out of the bag, and you'll be placing them into your cauldron, and you can bust, and you end up losing points, or you can get just up to the right amount of ingredients that get you a lot of points. So it's a really neat game. I've not seen anything like it combines a lot of fun mechanics from a number of different games. I personally haven't seen a chit drafting, chit building, like kind of mechanic,
Is it adversarial?
bag builder,
or
yeah.
Is it more like
So it's competitive. Yeah, it's
but
competitive.
are
Like
you kind of mostly focused on your own, like, sort of
you're
set of
focused on your own
cauldrons?
cauldron, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can't wait for that one to for us to
Is
get
it gonna come out in time for Halloween?
Oh God, I wish. Probably not. I'm really hoping that we have it ready for PAX Unplugged. But yeah, as soon as I get a copy in hand, I can't wait to teach you guys because it's like it's
You'll
my
come
new
back?
favorite game. I would love to come back.
Yay.
This place is awesome. You guys have a really cool headquarters.
It's brand
Like,
new.
Yeah.
Moved in like last week, well, 2 weeks ago
Yeah.
now.
Like I noticed on your stream that it was like a totally different studio, and
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on? And the Axel's like, yeah, we moved buildings, and I was just like, awesome. And
We've been in different
yeah.
rooms every week, guys.
Yeah.
This room is awesome. This is the Harry Potter room.
Yeah, it's the Forbidden
love it.
Forest with the Marauders map.
You
Yeah,
can see the
yeah.
posters.
It's a
in the
huge
back
Marauders
there.
map.
Twitch has an absolutely incredible new HQ. I love it. The ladies' bathroom is awesome.
I would not know, but the food is great too. Like,
Yeah.
we used
food is
to,
really good.
I guess, cater in, but now we have like our own full kitchen and
Guggenheimer.
Yeah.
They're
Are
really
there
good.
any expansions planned for this game, or?
I don't know, actually. That's a great question. I can get back to you on that. I can ask my coworkers. At this time, I don't think there's any expansions out, and I don't know about plans. So
definitely
update
World
you
War
as I know.
III
yeah,
when we get there.
World War III, Armageddon,
Yeah.
It'll be an annex theme.
tile destruction.
Yeah.
Maybe just like extra tiles or something. Like
Yeah.
maybe there'd be like a special like public building tile where you get to destroy other people's.
One of the things that Bruce brought up, which I thought was so cool, is if we did this this type of game, but for different cities that have like different history throughout the wars, and so
That'd be cool.
you would do like, you could do Rome. I mean, you could do London. Like, there's so many possibilities. with
Right.
that.
And kind of do like introduce like a new mechanic that's unique to the
Yes.
city or something
yeah,
like that.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Or maybe there'd be like certain public buildings that are really great, but they must be destroyed at like a certain epic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the Crimea expansion where you can annex a district that someone else owns.
Yeah. So thank you so much for having me and letting me talk
Yeah, of
about
course.
games. And I want to come back and teach you guys more games because we got some pretty cool things.
Yes, chat.
Oh,
Can we
and
get some
oceans.
PogChamps for our special guest being here tonight? That's amazing.
Yeah, Oceans is going to be out early next year, and I would love to teach you
Ooh.
that too.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't give you an exact date for
Oh.
that, but if
We're-
you like Evolution,
Yeah.
I love Oceans.
Evolution Climate was like
So good.
so good.
Yeah, Climate is my it's currently my favorite version of the Evolution games. Oceans is it's different, but it's in the same theme and it's the same type of gameplay. I got a chance to play the prototype at Gen Con and
Ooh,
I loved it.
that sounds awesome.
So when I have a prototype to take over here and teach you guys, yeah,
Definitely.
would love to do that.
I think everybody would love that. Awesome. So, real quick, we are about to close the giveaway. If you came here and you don't know what I'm talking about, we're giving away a copy of this game that you just saw us play, Warsaw City of Ruins.
It's hard to get.
It
There's
is
a lot
very
of
hard to
places
get because
sold
it
out.
just came out and everybody wants it. So if you haven't bought tickets yet, type !giveaway to find out how to buy tickets. The short version is you can buy them by typing !tickets and then a number of tickets you'd like to buy. Each ticket costs 1 tilt and you can buy up to 25 tickets. And all you have to do is have a US mailing address that we can send it to. So hold on, before you put your tiles away, if you can put them back.
Oh, are we gonna do a photo?
Well, we had a request from chat to do a camera close-up of
Ooh.
everybody's boards. So I'm gonna do that real quick while people are buying their final tickets. So actually,
Don't follow
Oh.
my strategy. Follow this guy's.
hey, look, it's our setup. Okay, so can you just hold that for a second? And I'm gonna go give them just hold it on hold it exactly like that. I'm gonna go move it so they can see it on the big camera and then I'll do a little walkthrough.
Oh
here.
yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So here we have Cynthia's city, right? Nice little close up there of everything that she built. Right? And then try and bring this around. Here is Bree's district. And hopefully this will reach.
I think everyone really wants to see Ian's.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Well, you can
get close. Yeah, there you go. There we go. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
There we go.
Look at all those public buildings.
Look at all that stuff.
Absolutely ridiculous.
That's insane. There you go, Dark Citadel. That is a close-up of all of the cities that we built tonight. All right, I'm gonna kind of put this back real quick. It's not gonna look perfect, but that's okay because we're done playing, and y'all don't need the perfect close-up anymore. Look at that. That's basically what it was, anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
So hopefully you all have bought your tickets for the giveaway. And
do I get to find out now who won?
yes,
That's
we're gonna do it
exciting.
live on stream. So I'm gonna go over to our handy dandy winner selecting machine.
Yeah, Dark Citadel.
This is
Yeah.
exciting.
Wow.
I'm super excited to see who won.
There's one that
I
you
hope
can do
they're-
out 4x4 instead of 3x4, and so that was a key component of my Metropolis.
Last chance to buy your tickets, everyone. If you're not sure if you've bought tickets, say something now. Everybody who's entered has bought the full 25 except for Rob Bendig, Travi Will, Dreas, and The Fiend. If you all have extra tilts and you want to buy more tickets, now is your last opportunity. If you haven't bought tickets yet, do it now. Grizzly Diz, welcome. All you have to do to buy tickets is type ! tickets and then a number of tickets that you want to buy. If you don't know how many tilts you have to spend, type ! tilts. You can buy up to 25 tickets. Yes, do exactly what Crit Camp did. Tickets 1 or a larger number, such as tickets 12, because that's how many tilts you have.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
get more replayability out of the game.
Yeah,
because-
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, you can flip the
The-
milestones.
We just
The
discovered
milestones
a
are
new mechanic.
there-
Milestones
there's
has two
two-
sides. They're
Ooh.
double-sided.
So it's like
get
you can
more
have a
replayability.
random. That's
They're
cool.
different each
It
time.
encourages you to
Yeah.
do like
It's
different
actually not the
strategies
same
then,
one.
right?
Yeah, they would be very different based on that.
All right. I'm gonna assume that everyone has entered. So
Just
can
continue
we
on.
get a virtual drum roll, please? Probably not the
Or a
table.
real one?
because
Yeah, probably
Sorry,
not.
guys.
That's right.
that's why it's a virtual drum roll in chat or in the air. Yes, for the sake of people's ears. All right, let's find out who the winner is. We're closing the giveaway. And the winner of Warsaw City of Ruins, generously provided by North Star Games, is Goofy Funny. Woo! Congratulations.
Enjoy.
Ha! Goofy Funny just assumed that they lost and then they won. Amazing timing. Amazing timing.
Fantastic. Congrats to you.
Good timing.
I hope you enjoy the copy of the game.
Now
And,
everyone has a goal to aim for. Ian's like 100 plus points.
119.
That's the score to
119.
beat, guys.
Take a picture and tweet it to @NorthStarGames when you beat 119. I really, that would give me some satisfaction.
Or just even get over 100.
Also, because I missed some of these earlier, Grizzly Diz, thank you for the 7 bits that just came in now. I think I also saw, was it Goofy Funny who had 20 bits earlier, and there was also another 12 bits, and I'm missing the name. I'm gonna go check. It's here somewhere. Oh wait, haha! I have the mouse over here on camera. Look at me.
Are you able to reach the box? Okay. I can show you guys what the inside of the
Here we
box
go.
looks like. People love to know like how
Reldensire with the
organized.
12 bits. And yes, that was Goofy Funny with the 20 bits. I wasn't distracted. I totally saw it. But, oh, 5 bits for Bree. Thank you, Dark Citadel.
Yay! Thank you.
Yay. Yes, Bree is an excellent game master, which is why we were able to get through the game so quickly.
The packaging's kind of neat, guys.
Yeah,
It has like
we
little
have
like spaces
an awesome
for everything.
insert. And if you check it out, we've got like, it makes like a little building on the inside.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
And it keeps everything like pretty well, can you see? Yeah.
Yeah, they
keeps
can see
everything
it.
pretty well contained. It doesn't.
What's supposed to go in here?
So the coins stack in here.
Ah. Oh,
and
all
then
the
we
coins
put
stacked in there?
Yeah.
Oh.
It doesn't look like they fit.
Yeah,
but
it
they do.
doesn't seem like it would fit, but I guess money is
This
scarce.
little-
Yeah.
Money is scarce in this game.
This little cool bit that snaps in there and keeps your mermaids in place.
So, thank you everyone who joined us this evening, especially those of you who are new to the channel. Thank you all of our new follows and subs. You're all amazing. If you guys enjoyed the content tonight, make sure to follow so you can find out when we're live next time. But our regular schedule is every Wednesday night right here at 7 p.m. Pacific time. You can also find out when we're going to be live by following us on Twitter at Tilted Tabletop or on Facebook, facebook.com/tiltedtable. And you can always join the Discord as well, where we'll talk about games between streams. Whoa, the Fiend! Thank you for the 100 biddies. So
Thanks for joining.
we love getting suggestions for games to play. We love to hear about new Kickstarters that you guys are backing. And we will definitely announce all of our upcoming games and schedule on the Discord. So type !Discord if you want to jump in there and hang out with us between streams. What do we have coming up? So
Oh, wait, no,
let's see. It's almost the end of the month, right? We only have one more week left in the month. So I think next week we're going to be bringing in a modern classic game, Carcassonne. Which I'm super excited about because I've been wanting to stream that for a while. Oh wow, the back of that board is amazing. Yeah, that's so
I
cool.
love the watercolor.
Yeah. So we are gonna play Carcassonne next week, which is gonna be awesome. That's a great tile laying game. It'll be tiles again, but very different from this. So I'm excited to stream that all for you. And let's see. We don't have the schedule up for next month, but we will be making it over the next week or so. So definitely throw some ideas if you have something you want to see us play. And that's pretty much all we have for tonight. We do have a raid right here at the end of the stream, so you guys can go watch some more amazing board game content. I'm gonna have to go over to our winner picking machine to start that up. But if you guys want to keep watching some awesome streams, we are going to send you over to an amazing stream that's playing more board games right now, so you can show them some love and keep having an amazing night. So thank you all. Thank you, Bree, for being here. Thank you, Northstar Games, for letting us check out this game and for providing us with the giveaway. Goofy Funny, I believe I already have your information, but just send it to me on Discord again just to be 100% sure so we can make sure to get that game sent out for you tonight. And I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone for coming by, and we'll see you all very, very soon. Stick around for the raid that's going off here in just a few seconds. Oh, I left the mouse over there. Rip. All right, we will see you all next week, Wednesday at 7 p.m. Pacific. Have an amazing night.
Good night.
Good night.